and a very warm welcome. You're watching the News Hour Special Edition with me, Priya Bahel. In a major development today, after a massive manhunt, Mumbai police finally managed to arrest a Bangladeshi man for allegedly stabbing actor Saif Ali Khan at his Bandra residence. The breakthrough came in the early morning hours when police traced Shehzad to a labour camp in a forested area in Thane based on information that was provided by a labour contractor. Mumbai police have said that Shariful Islam was a Bangladeshi national, had changed his name to Vijay Das or Bijoy Das after entering India illegally, and preliminary investigation suggests that the man's intention was theft.
एक आरोपी को उसमें अरेस्ट किया गया है। उस आरोपी का नाम मोहम्मद शरीफुल इस्लाम शहजाद है। अभी तक की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ये समझ में आया है कि ये आरोपी चोरी के इरादे से उस घर में उसने एंटर किया था। सो देयर इज अ प्राइमरी एविडेंस टू anticipate that this accused is a Bangladeshi. He doesn't have a Indian valid document. इसमें प्राइमरी फेसी ऐसा लगता है कि ये जो एक्यूज है ये बांग्लादेशी है और इंडिया में इलीगली एंटर करने के बाद इस एक्यूज ने इसका नाम चेंज किया है।
Now, Shariful Islam has now been remanded to 5-day police custody, and the court has said that the police's contention of an international conspiracy behind this attack cannot be ruled out. We will come to that in a bit, but coming to something that was said 3 days ago, some of our politicians had then already come up with a conspiracy theory of their own, that stabbing of Saif was the latest example of Islamophobia, prompted by hate that was being spread against him and his family and Muslims in general. They went on to cite past attacks on Salman Khan and Baba Siddiqui to bolster their argument. One really wonders what they have to say now, but let's show you what they had said then.
निशाने पे कौन है? निशाने पे आप देख लीजिए ना। पहले हमारे पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट ओवैसी साहब के ऊपर अटैक हुआ। अल्लाह का शुक्र है बचे। सलमान खान के घर पे फायरिंग, तो खान अहमद बस इन्हीं के ऊपर हो रहा है। तो नाम में क्या रखा है ये भी समझने वाली बात है लोगों को।
एक साजिश है जिस तरीके से मुसलमान जो स्टार हैं या नेता हैं उनको दबाने के लिए, कुचलने के लिए, उनका मनोबल कम करने के लिए इस तरीके की अगर शासन प्रशासन जब इन सब चीज़ों को नहीं देख रहा, जब स्टारों के साथ ऐसा हो सकता है तो आम लोगों के साथ क्या होगा। लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात करती है बीजेपी, लगातार कहती है कि जब हम आ जाते हैं तो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर ठीक हो जाता है। अब तो डबल इंजन की वहाँ पर सरकार है, फिर भी इस तरीके से हो रहा है। तो कास्ट कम्युनिटी को टारगेट किया जा रहा है, खास तौर से मैं खुल्ला कह रहा हूँ, मुसलमानों को टारगेट किया जा रहा है।
Now, the other battlefront that we will talk about that this arrest has also opened up is about porous borders. While Mahayuti government has called the presence of illegal Bangladeshis a fallout of appeasement and vote bank politics by their opposition, Aghadi is asking who really mans the borders.
Do you think if the MBA was in power, they would have arrested this Bangladeshi national who's an...
No, they would have given him complete VIP treatment. Because that's their vote bank. They have been in the power in our state for the longest of time. You know, all their reputed so-called big leaders in Mahavikas Aghadi, look how they have been milking the entire, such kind of communities in our state, who have been backing them.
प्रश्न सीधा उठता है कि आज देश के गृह मंत्री इतने असक्षम क्यों हैं कि हमारे जो बॉर्डर्स हैं उनको मजबूती से ऐसे घुसपैठिए लोगों को रोक नहीं पा रहे हैं। 5 स्टेट बॉर्डर्स जो बांग्लादेश के साथ बॉर्डर शेयर करते हैं उसमें से 4 तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी शासित राज्य हैं। ऐसा कैसे है कि घुसपैठिए देश में आ जाते हैं? बॉर्डर्स की जिम्मेदारी और बॉर्डर सेफ रखने की जिम्मेदारी सिर्फ और सिर्फ देश के गृह मंत्री की है। उसके बाद बाकी सारी मंत्रियों की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आती है। तो ये जवाब अमित शाह जी देश की जनता से दें कि ये घुसपैठिए कैसे आ रहे हैं और महाराष्ट्र में इस तरीके की लॉ एंड ऑर्डर व्यवस्था को बिगाड़ने में भागीदारी ले रहे हैं।
Without much ado, we'll quickly open this up for our guests. Sanju Verma, BJP National Spokesperson, is with us. Ratan Sharda, author, is with us. Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. Welcome to the broadcast, sir. Anmol Pawar, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. Anish Gawande, NCP SP National spokesperson. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, who's a political analyst. And Danish Qureshi, who's a political analyst and an AIMIM supporter. My first question to you, sir, and I'll start from 3 days ago. Two of AIMIM leaders had said that the attack on Saif Ali Khan was a result of Islamophobia. Now that we know that the attacker is not a Hindu, not an Indian as well, he's a Bangladeshi and his name is Shariful Islam. What do you have to say about those statements now?
I want to say, मैं तो सिर्फ इतना ही कहूंगा कि आपको एक बात समझनी पड़ेगी. अभी तो जस्ट एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन स्टेज क्लियर हुआ है, सस्पेक्टेड बांग्लादेशी चीजें निकल कर आ रही हैं. लेकिन अगर इस्लामोफोबिया की बात की जाए, मतलब यू कैन से दैट, क्या आप ये ऐसा कह सकती हैं कि ये इंसिडेंट के अलावा पूरे भारत में कहीं कुछ नहीं हो रहा इस्लामोफोबिया के नाम पर?
मैं बिल्कुल नहीं कह सकती हूँ, लेकिन वारिस पठान और हाजी रंगरेज किस बेसिस पे कह सकते हैं कि इस इंसिडेंट में इस्लामोफोबिया हो रहा है? ना मैं कह सकती हूँ ना मैं कह रही हूँ, पर वो कह रहे हैं.
प्लीज रिपीट करिए, आपका क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया मैम.
I said that I never said that there are no incidents of Islamophobia in the country. Yes. But I am not Hazi Rangres, I am not Waris Pathan. They are saying it and they are saying it without any basis, and we are talking about this particular case.
Without any basis की बात नहीं है.
है ना सर, बेसिस की ही तो बात है. आप ऐसे you make a statement, you make a sweeping statement which can create enmity between two communities. Of course it is about basis. On what basis have they said it?
नहीं, तो एनिमिटी के लिए मामले में आप मतलब अगर हाजी रंगरेज की बात करेंगे या वारिस पठान की बात करेंगे, नीतीश राणे इज गुड, प्रवेश वर्मा इज गुड.
सर व्हाट अबाउट मत करिए. आप नीतीश राणे के किसी ऑब्जेक्शनेबल स्टेटमेंट की बात करेंगे, हम उसके ऊपर ऑब्जेक्ट करेंगे, और अगर हम नहीं करेंगे तब आप हमें क्वेश्चन कीजिए. हम अभी बात कर रहे हैं, आज अगर पुलिस कहती है कि शरीफुल इस्लाम शहजाद मोहम्मद जो कि बांग्लादेशी हैं इज द वन हु हैज अटैक्ड सैफ, 3 दिन पहले कौन सी इन्वेस्टिगेशन, कौन सा एविडेंस था वारिस पठान और हाजी रंगरेज के पास ये बोलने के लिए कि दिस वाज एन इस्लामोफोबिक अटैक?
The thing is that Saif Ali is been attacked by a man. आप मुझे ये बताइए सिक्योरिटी रिस्पांसिबिलिटी किसकी है?
That was not what Waris Pathan was asking.
No, you don't.
Had he raised that question, I wouldn't have asked you. That's a very valid question. Did I say that it is not the responsibility of the state government?
The question is that the state, Bharatiya Janata Party is having a power in the state, and central government is having a power, BJP is having a power in center. Now what they want?
What is your point, sir? You're stating facts. Yes, BJP is in power in the state and at the center, but how does that make this attack an Islamophobic attack?
No, this is a Islamophobic attack. इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूं आपसे कि आपके शासनकाल में सैफ अली पे अटैक हुआ, किस पे अटैक हुआ? और बताइए मुझे, सलमान खान पे अटैक हुआ, बाबा सिद्दीकी पे अटैक हुआ, क्या हुआ? आपके सामने नहीं हुआ मैम?
बीजेपी के शासनकाल में हुआ. Yes.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
And so because BJP is ruling, so any attack that takes place, any crime that takes place is Islamophobic.
नहीं, ना इस्लामोफोबिक के लिए बात मैं आपको यही कह रहा हूं ना कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सोच ही ऐसी है, इसीलिए तो ये मामले बन रहे हैं.
सर बांग्लादेशी है वो, बांग्लादेश में बीजेपी की सरकार नहीं है.
सुनिए मेरी बात. अच्छा चलिए मैं आपको बताऊं इंडियन किसको कहते हैं. इंडियन पुलिस बंदा,
सर आप मुझे ये बताइए कि बांग्लादेशी किसको कहते हैं?
कहता है कि नाम पूछता है, गोली मार देता है, और ये कहता है कि आप मोदी जी को वोट करिए, योगी जी को वोट करिए. व्हाट इज दैट?
दानिश कुरैशी जी, आप मुझे ये बताइए कि बांग्लादेशी किसको कहते हैं? अब बांग्लादेश में बीजेपी की सरकार है या नहीं है?
सुनिए, बांग्लादेशी सस्पेक्टेड बांग्लादेशी की उन्होंने बात कही है. तफ्तीश उसको बाहर आने दीजिए, तब आपको पता चलेगा कि मामला क्या. लेकिन
तफ्तीश की बात आप हाजी रंगरेज को बताते ना, वारिस पठान को बताते कि तफ्तीश होने दीजिए. उसके बाद बोलिएगा कि अहमद एंड खान्स आर बीइंग अटैक्ड, कास्ट एंड कम्युनिटीज आर बीइंग टारगेटेड, स्पेसिफिकली मुस्लिम्स आर बीइंग टारगेटेड, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज फेलिंग टू रियलाइज द प्लाइट ऑफ मुस्लिम्स. नो बेसिस.
इससे आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज अ स्टेट खत्म नहीं हो जाती.
मेरी तो नहीं है, बार बार आप बोल रहे हैं, बट
आपकी बीजेपी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं बीजेपी की बात कर रहा हूं. मतलब आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, मतलब स्टेट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खत्म नहीं हो जाती है.
Nobody is arguing that. It's nobody's case. But what about the responsibility of leaders from your party, sir? Aren't they responsible? They are responsible leaders. People pay attention to what they are saying. Do you understand the impact of statements like
Yes,
these?
we can understand. नरेंद्र मोदी कैन से दैट आपके गले से मंगलसूत्र चला जाएगा, हमने वो भी देखा है। आपने उनसे पूछा कि किसके गले से मंगलसूत्र गया, आपने पूछा उनसे? नहीं पूछा। आपने पूछा क्या?
Sir, those debates were done by Times Now. Those questions were also raised, but Sanju Verma would like to respond to your statements. Sanju Verma, quickly.
टाइम सब पूछा है, लेकिन मैं यही तो पूछ रहा हूँ।
Priya, can I please?
इस्लामोफोबिया की
Yes,
बात
please.
कर
He's
रहे
asking a lot of questions. Sanju Verma is responding. Sir, please listen.
Yeah, thank you. Priya, am I audible? Because there's some audio glitch at my end.
No, that's perfect, Sanju Verma.
Okay. So first and foremost, let me make this very clear. That, the likes of Waris Pathan, who say that, people with the surname of Khans are being targeted. I want to say this is the same Jamaat, Priya, who says terror has no religion, terrorism has no religion. ये लोगों को जब हिंदुओं को सरेआम इनका कत्ल किया था, बीट प्रशांत पुजारी, प्रवीण पुजारी, सचिन गोपालन, प्रवीण नेट्टारू, आईबी ऑफिसर अंकित शर्मा, राहुल राजपूत, चंदन गुप्ता, राम गोपाल मिश्रा, वी रामलिंगम, श्रद्धा वालकर, a Hindu woman, she was found inside a suitcase cut into 20 pieces, or for that matter, Neha Hiremat, a Congress councillor's daughter, who was stabbed by Fayaz in broad daylight. नेहा हिरेमठ की मौत के बाद आप कहते हैं क्योंकि जिसने कत्ल किया उसका नाम फयाज था, टेरर हैज नो रिलीजन। श्रद्धा वालकर एक हिंदू लड़की को काटकर सूटकेस में पाया जाता है, आप कहते हैं नहीं, क्योंकि जिसका कत्ल हुआ वो तो हिंदू थी, पर जिसने कत्ल किया, the usual suspects, सलमान, अहमद, साजिद, शहजाद, आफ्ताब, तब आप कहते हैं टेरर हैज नो रिलीजन। अभी आपको सडनली क्योंकि सैफ अली खान हैज बीन इंजर्ड, आप कहते हैं दैट मुस्लिम्स आर बीइंग टारगेटेड। फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट लेट मी मेक दिस वेरी क्लियर, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इज अ स्टेट सब्जेक्ट। देवेंद्र फडणवीस बाय वर्च्यू ऑफ बीइंग द चीफ मिनिस्टर एंड द होम मिनिस्टर नो लेस हैज सेड कि हम इस मामले की तह तक जाएंगे। We will ensure that the perpetrators are brought to book. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, because Saif Ali Khan has a Khan surname, we are not going to take this matter seriously. Because I am not Islamophobic, I am not Hindu-phobic. I believe in the law of the land, unlike some people who come and engage in whataboutery on television debates. But the more moot point is this, Priya. Can I please finish? The more moot point is this, Priya. The moment it was known 24 hours back that the name of the perpetrator supposedly is Vijay Das, the entire cabal, the other side started jumping up and down. See, it is Vijay Das, a Hindu, who's actually the person behind Saif Ali Khan's stabbing. Now that we know, Vijay Das was simply an alias and the actual name is Mohammad Shariful Islam Shehzad, and that too a rabid Bangladeshi Ghuspetia. Suddenly, terror has no religion, terrorism has no religion. बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों पर कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, but क्या कहेंगे? ओ, देखो, सैफ अली खान के खान सरनेम के कारण मुंबई पुलिस चूक गई. So please stop playing conspiracy theories. Stop second guessing the Mumbai police. They are doing a fantastic job. Since Bombay presidency became Maharashtra state in 1960, for the longest time, Congress has been in power. But I'm sorry to say, the state of affairs under successive Congress regimes went from bad to worse. But thank God today we are the BJP, which is in power. Mumbai, Maharashtra has the highest conviction rate when it comes to heinous crimes, relating to, pertaining to murder, attempt to murder, rapes. We have a conviction rate of 62.47%. Whereas don't forget, under Uddhav Thackeray, who was the chief minister for well over 2.5 years, the conviction rate had fallen to 41.3%.
Which has
need I remind you?
Also led many to say that perhaps if it were not for a Mahayuti government.
10 seconds more.
Quickly, Sanju Verma, I'll really fall short on time.
Priya, that in April 2020, in front of 300 policemen, they were watching as mute spectators, and 2 sadhus of the Juna Akhada were killed. They were mutilated with the entire police constabulary watching helplessly. And Uddhav Thackeray had no words of condemnation for his inept police. And today, his spokesperson.
So the thing here is that instead of immediately jumping to the caste, religion, creed, one should perhaps be crimophobic instead of being a religion particular phobic or religion phobia. But Misya, but I also want to play out for our viewers what Udit Raj has said even after what cops in Mumbai have clarified about the origins, about the name and the place that the attacker belongs. And then I'll come to Tehseen Poonawalla.
What they have been doing for 11 years, border is secured by whom? By Modi, Mr. Modi. How could they infiltrate? They are responsible. They have to answer. If the Rohingya have infiltrated, then who's responsible? Amit Shah is responsible. Modi is responsible. Mainly minority people are targeted. Be it Salman, Baba Siddiqui, and this also. That's there. Environment has been created like this.
I don't understand this, Tehseen. He says that he talks about the borders. Yes, nobody is denying that it's the centre's responsibility. He agrees that this person might have come from across the border, and yet he goes on to say that Muslims are being targeted. So is he trying to say that Muslim people are coming from across the border to India to target Muslim people?
Jai Samvidhan, thank you for having me on the show. Look, from day one, since this unfortunate incident has happened with Saif, and all of us, I think, irrespective of our political differences, joined to wish him a speedy recovery. I've always said and maintained the Mumbai police and the Maharashtra police is a professional force. And we must at least give them 48 to 72 hours to sort of break through this case. Now, in my particular case, where there was an attack on me recently, the perpetrator of the attack, because that was caught on camera, he went to a podcaster where I did podcast with, threatening to blow me up, etc., was sort of traced down to New Mewat region, and then they found out that he may have perhaps illegally come into India. So there is a pattern. I don't think this is religion specific. There are some of them who are dangerous people who are coming across the border to that extent. Because in my case, there's a call that's come from Lebanon. It wasn't a WhatsApp call. It was a regular call, which was traced down by the Delhi police special branch to Lebanon, etc. So there are these issues of these people who are sort of coming from across the border, and they are indulging in very heinous crimes. In my case, it was because I stood up for a BJP spokesperson and they had some issue with that. And but they also then find out addresses and all. But this is not religion specific, all right? So that's one. Number two, there is also a crime which is celebrity. You sort of want to target a celebrity. And that doesn't seem to be the case in Saif's case. He was obviously, it was a robbing attempt. So look, I think it's valid to ask questions on the border that the BJP and the BJP spokespersons should answer. But, you know, I want to use this, and I'm going to use strong words, absolute disgusted by the MIM to bring in Hindu-Muslim angle here and say, oh, only Muslims are being targeted. It's not right, because if we have to pin the BJP down, and we should pin the BJP down, that's the right thing to do as opposition. This should be the right questions. Why is the border still open after 11 years? Why is it porous? 4 of the 5 states that border Bangladesh are governed by BJP. So there's a double engine sarkar. So those are right questions to ask in a decent manner. To make this Hindu-Muslim is helping those people commit this crime. So I think we should be important. And one last suggestion, I think for cities like Pune, Delhi, Mumbai, we now need to sort of look at those who are coming in from the outside. Do they actually have a residential place to stay? Will they have one? I think we need to now develop a system within our constitution that will allow, whether they are, especially for our fellow Indians, so that we have some sort of security, because we have, if people from Bangladesh are coming into Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, in my case, they entered a podcaster's house in Gurugram with the cameras. They caught there. Then they came to my office. They caught on cameras. Now they've obviously gone back, and they may tomorrow come back. So it is dangerous, and this needs to be, we must work professionally with the police and allow the police space to find this out.
Okay, now there are 2 aspects to this. One is what happens at the borders, and one is what happens once they cross the borders. Sanju Verma, you wanted to respond. Let's talk about how BJP is responsible for security at the borders. Mamata Banerjee has on multiple occasions said that BSF is not doing their job properly. They are the ones who are facilitating a lot of this infiltration when it comes to West Bengal. We'll also come to Delhi with Aam Aadmi Party there.
You know, Priya, I agree with Tehseen that, when there is a crime, be it a heinous crime or, even something minor, to try and polarize the narrative by bringing this Hindu-Muslim angle into the equation is simply unacceptable. Having said that, let me make this very clear. I'm not shying away from people asking questions of the double engine Sarkar. If we are in power, we need to be held accountable. I'm not going to shove the hard truth under the carpet. But I just want to say one thing to your audience. Yes, we share a 4,097 kilometer with Bangladesh. A large part of that has been porous for various legacy-related reasons. But please understand that each time the Modi government has decided to strengthen security along border areas. Do you remember in 2016, the Modi government said that the authority and jurisdiction of the BSF will be enhanced by an additional 50 kilometers. Everybody from the Congress to the left-leaning cabal to the likes of Waris Pathan started jumping up and down. Oh, why is the BSF's jurisdiction being increased? Then in 2017, the likes of Prashant Bhushan, supported by an entire Congressy ecosystem, had the audacity to go to the Supreme Court saying, Rohingyas should be given citizenship in India. इनको घुसपैठिया बोलकर डिपोर्ट करने की कोशिश क्यों की जा रही है? Many cases pertaining to the deportation of Rohingyas are actually sub judice, waiting for final verdict from the Supreme Court. So the cabal should not be sitting here and lecturing about, strengthening border security, which we are doing in any case, because on the one hand, they sing a different tune on national television debates.
Okay.
But when it comes to action on the ground and the Modi government is doing the needful, inke peet mein dard hone lagta hai.
Shubhankar Bhattacharya, as somebody who has a sympathy for the TMC, what do you want to say to that?
There is nothing about the sympathy. See, I find it very interesting that these days the Congress and the BJP agree with each other a lot. But anyway, that doesn't surprise me. At the very same time, let me ask you something. If the name would have been Bijoy Das and police would have successfully pressed it, by this time Sanju Verma would have been at the top of her voice asking for resignation from Mamata Banerjee, because they could have found a Bangla connection with it. So why is it that now when it comes to the interesting thing that Hindu-Muslim aspect is gone, yes, the BJP at the same time has lost a ground. They also feel, the same, this thing, it's not only about Waris Pathan, it is the same thing happening to both the sides. Both are trying to milk the occasion when it comes to the religion. When it comes to the fight of which state is being involved. And if it was Bijoy Das, till now, entire media would be shouting there is a Bengal connection. So Mamata Banerjee should resign. So please.
Who is saying that?
Who
is saying that in this case?
Along with
Sir.
India Alliance members do condemn any such attack on any kind of...
Mr. Bhattacharya, who is saying that Mamata Banerjee has got anything to do with Saif Ali Khan's case? I'm confused. Who is saying there is a Bengal connection?
I said, in case it was Bijoy Das, if the name was Bijoy Das, then by this time, Sanju Verma would be shouting at the top of her voice, asking for resignation.
But that's presumptive. That's presumptive. Let's talk about facts, no? Let's talk about facts. So, would you today condemn the leaders of AIMIM and the likes who had jumped the gun? And TMC has done it on multiple occasions as well by saying 3 days in advance, without any evidence, without any investigation, without even the attacker being nabbed at that point in time, that the attack on Saif Ali Khan was Islamophobic, was an attack on a person who has a surname Khan. Mr. Bhattacharya?
Is the question to me?
Yes, sir. What would you say to those people who jumped the gun then?
Let me,
since you are being presumptive.
4 hours ago, from Times of India itself, right? Should I just read it out? So Times of India says that, here it is mentioned that earlier, the police had no evidence to prove that he is a Bangladeshi. Number one, this is 4 hours ago, right? Number two, the police has, earlier the police mentioned that it was 6 months ago, he came from Bangladesh, which is again incorrect. He's over there since last 7 years, even his family is based over there. Whose regime are we talking about? Whose rule over there in Maharashtra? Whose rule over there in India? So this is what Times of India talks about. So
Do you
why
think
is
the
it so
attack on Saif
important
Ali
to
Khan
talk
was
about
a result of Islamophobia, yes or no?
Rather than talking about a crime in itself, rather
you-
than talking about how do we bring up a religion inside the crime? Please, Priya.
No, I'm saying, sir, do you agree with AIMIM leaders when they say that attack on Saif Ali Khan was Islamophobia, or do you condemn those statements made way too in advance?
Absolutely, I don't agree that Saif Ali Khan's
Okay.
incidents actually leads to Islamophobia. That's
Very
what I'm
good.
saying.
Now, when you're
At the
doubting
same
the
time,
police,
I'm
let me
also
read out the statement that the police made. Okay, and then I will also tell you what the court said. The police had said that Shehzad hails from Jhalokati, also called Jhalakati district in southern Bangladesh's Barisal division. I would find it very difficult to think that the cops concocted all this information just to propagate some sort of agenda. This is way too specific. They're not just saying that he's some random person. They have documents that they have found on him where they say that he belongs to a particular part, Barisal division in Bangladesh.
That's true. That's
So
true.
you-
but at
you
the
would
same
trust the
time,
cops, right? You trust the
at
cops.
The same Times of India reads it out that they are over here since past 7 years, along with his family. How was he allowed to step inside
So
the
the cop,
country, number one?
the cop
And
is
they
saying
were
the
over
cop is
there,
saying
and
he
I
was here
don't
for
think
5 to
this is
6
the
months.
first
I don't
time
know
the
what
way
7 years you're
the
talking about. That is his
confidence
lawyer
is
who has
very
said that he was here for
That's not
7
the-
years.
this is not
But
the first crime either.
since we are talking about what happens to these people once they come here, let me bring in the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson in on this. Anmol Pawar, we have a Mohinder Goyal, an Aam Aadmi Party MLA, he's facing charges of signing on fake documents. If these illegal infiltrators are indeed crossing the borders, who stands to benefit?
Priya ji, we are deflecting from the moot question. The moot question is that why haven't these Rohingyas and Bangladeshis have not been deported since last 10 years? Here's Mr. Narendra Modi in 2014 on May 16. He said that they have been given red carpet welcome by the politicians.
Sir, I will
and
ask-
they must be prepared with their bags packed. In 2014, 11 saal pehle, just a minute, please do not interrupt. And suddenly they had a change of heart and their own central minister, he tweets on 17th October 2022 that India has always welcomed those who have sought refuge in the country. And in a landmark decision, all Rohingyas refugees will be shifted to EWS flats. They will be provided basic amenities, UNHRC IDs and round-the-clock protection. Today in Maharashtra, we have BJP government. At the center, we have BJP government. It is the Honorable Home Minister who admitted last month in a conclave that they have failed to secure the borders and more than 1,000-kilometer borders are unfenced today. And the Rohingyas are coming from those borders.
Okay, sir.
And,
Now let me repeat my question to you. My question to you was,
Their own BJP
what does the
leaders-
government do? Sanju Verma will answer your question. What BJP is doing or not doing is not for me to answer. My question to you is, when these illegal people come to India, if they carry Aadhaar cards which have signatures of political representatives which authenticate their presence in India, what is the government supposed to do? And
We have already
who is
made
giving
it
them these
clear
Aadhaar
the
cards?
Documents were false and fabricated, but just
Okay.
see who is giving them these Aadhaar cards.
So why does Mohinder Goyal not join the investigation and tell the cops that the signatures that are being shown on Aadhaar cards of illegal immigrants who have been found in Delhi, the racket that has been busted, are not his? Why is he evading that investigation?
Priya ji, I don't think you are so naive that you are not aware about the fact that he has already joined the information and he has very categorically put on record that those documents are false and fabricated. But you must ask the question from the central government that when the Supreme Court has already directed deportation, has allowed the deportation in 2021, then why are they waiting?
Okay.
How many
A lot of people want to
Rohingyas
come
have they
in.
deported
Sanju
in the
Verma,
last 5 years?
Sanju Verma responds, then Ratan Sharda and Tehseen Poonawalla also want to come in.
I need to
Yes.
respond to these baseless allegations.
Yes, please, Sanju.
Can I respond to these baseless allegations, Priya? Give me 30 seconds, please. Okay. Priya, first and foremost, I challenge Anmol Panwar. Never has Amit Shah admitted to anything. Stop using the Home Minister's name to peddle your nefarious agenda on national television, नहीं तो आपको कोर्ट घसीट कर लेकर जाएंगे यदि अमित शाह के नाम पर आपने अनाप शनाप बोला नेशनल टेलीविजन पर। We'll drag you to the court. Let me make one thing very clear, Priya.
झूठ पूरे देश के सामने बताएंगे, समझ गए?
I did not make
पूरे
a
देश के
man when he
सामने
was
बताएंगे
making
आपका झूठ।
presentations on your show. Thank you.
Mr. Pawar, you will get your time to respond.
Can I please finish?
Yes, please.
Amit Shah and Narendra Modi have repeatedly said that be it Syrian Catholic Christians, be it Sri Lankan Tamils, be it Tibetan refugees, be it the Chakma refugees, despite India not being a signatory to the UN Refugee Convention or the UN Refugee Protocol of 1967, we believe in giving protection to minorities or to nationals from other nations depending on a case-by-case basis approach. But that case-by-case basis approach does not include Rohingyas. That case-by-case basis approach does not include Bangladeshi infiltrators and Bangladeshi घुसपैठियाज. I want to ask the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, मोहिंदर गोयल को दिल्ली पुलिस ने बुलाया है because your Mohinder Goyal was giving Aadhaar cards to Bangladeshi घुसपैठियाज और अरविंद केजरीवाल तालियां बजा रहे थे when Prashant Bhushan was still very much a part of the Aam Aadmi Party. He went and petitioned the Supreme Court saying Rohingya should not be deported, and at that time Arvind Kejriwal stood in solidarity with Prashant Bhushan before that big breakup happened. So tell me one thing,
now,
why did Arvind Kejriwal support Prashant Bhushan?
Mr. Pawar, you need to respond quickly. I'm rapidly running out of time. Quick response because I need to get Ratan Sharda and other guests in as well. Yes, Mr. Pawar, quick response.
Priyaji, she's blatantly lying. It is their own BJP leaders who are asking for FIRs. Who are asking for FIRs? Ke FIR dikhao when the government declared them national security threat. And even when the Honorable Supreme Court has already directed their deportation, they must put it on record कि 5 साल में कितने रोहिंग्या इन्होंने डिपोर्ट किए.
Okay.
When in 2016 their own central minister admitted that there are 2 crore Rohingyas still in India.
From Delhi to Maharashtra to West Bengal, illegal immigration has now become a political hot potato. Ratan Sharda, the question that everybody asks when this is spoken about is that eventually when these infiltrators come in, whose vote bank are they going to be? In whose favor is it to appease them, to legalize them, and in whose favor is it to deport them?
Yeah, first of all, let me complain that you allow poisonous people like AIMM unlimited time. You allow up to come to TV station as they are into some morcha with carrying placards in all the debates and trying to distract people, and people like us sit quietly for 40 minutes to listen to all the diatribe, this dirt that they throw at everybody. Now, coming to the main issue. First is, when they say all these infiltrators come from the border, we know it's a porous border despite the covering of nearly 95% of fence. Who gives them ration card? Who gives them Aadhaar card? Who gives them voter ID? The state governments, the local babus, the local politicians. And you will say today there is BJP government in some states. These are there for so many years. Who is giving them the place? TMC very grandly says law and order, law and order. Does he remember in RG Kar hospital rape case, TMC was trying to defend the people? There was a case of people coming to hospital, destroying all the evidence in the hospital. What happened to that case? Nothing, because these are the people who don't believe in law and order. Our fellow carrying placards in all the debates, please listen to Majithia's video today where he speaks for 40 minutes with a lot of pain. 11 bombings have taken place in Punjab in last 2 months, and he's not BJP person. Out of this, most of them are the police stations. You say, nahi, cylinder fat gaya, ya tire fat gaya. These are real cases. Traders are being threatened. They are being blackmailed. People are being attacked in their house. You say, पुलिस हमको तो हम दिल्ली दिखाते हैं. भैया पंजाब संभाल लो ना. कंगाल हो गया पंजाब, ना आपने पैसे बांटे, ना आपने लॉ एंड ऑर्डर देखा. यहाँ के दिल्ली की बात करते हो. जहां तक बात है, this fellow AIM, if he had said these things on any other place, let us say Kerala or Karnataka or Bengal, he would be in jail. He has said so many things. He has not apologized. He has not taken back his statement, despite it coming to light that the person is from Bangladesh. Is this the kind of politics we'll allow to keep on going on? And not only this, I will say, does he remember somebody called Rakesh Roshan, who was nearly killed by the Dubai period devotion, whom we allowed to rule the Bollywood for years together, but nobody survived that particular, murderous time of gangsters. Nobody could go against them. And as far as speaking the same voice of Tehseen or BJP, let me tell you, BJP supported PV Narasimha Rao when he was in a minority to run a good government. It's a sign of higher call of the politics when you have same voice in some cases and differ on others. For you, even to speak that term, you feel it's that way?
So last 30 seconds left. Anish Gawande, who do you want to respond? There are those like Nitesh Rane who are saying this person at least has now been arrested. He wouldn't have been arrested if they were not in power, if Mahayuti was not in power. Sir, last 30 seconds, sir. Anish Gawande.
Is for the first time I agree with Ratan Sharda ji on television. You know, the unfortunate thing is I agree with Ratan Sharda ji today that for the last 40 minutes we've been talking about Hindu-Muslim, Hindu-Muslim, Hindu-Muslim.
Sir, we've been forced to talk about Hindu-Muslim. I would have loved to talk about crimes and criminals here, but we've been forced to talk about Hindu-Muslim by certain people who think that it is in their favor.
Was the murder Baba Siddiqui caused by Bangladeshi? No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. But was the murder of Baba Siddiqui a Hindu-Muslim murder? Was the murder of Santosh Deshmukh a Hindu-Muslim murder? Was the murder of Sudhir Suryavanshi, Somnath Suryavanshi in Parbhani a Hindu-Muslim murder? No. We reduced law and order to a joke in Maharashtra. And today the BJP...
Who is reducing it to a joke?
Opposition. When they say Aadhaar cards are being given, the UIDAI regulations, the BJP is reducing it to a joke.
How?
If you're saying Aadhaar cards are being given, UIDAI regulations are under the BJP. They say that an MLA or a gazetted officer can issue any certificate certifying address for a person. Remove that regulation. You're sitting in government. You cannot constantly keep pretending that you're helpless while things are happening. This is ridiculous. At one point, the BJP must also acknowledge that they have to take accountability. The Mumbai police has a shortage of 14,000 police officers.
Okay.
They want to hire 3,000 police officers on contract. There's equipment modernization that's a problem.
Those are very valid questions, but the problem is that when people want to take the shortcut and instead of asking valid questions, straight away jump the gun and say, oh my God, this person has been attacked because his surname is Khan, this person has been attacked because his surname is Siddiqui, and then when the attacker turns out to be a Shehzad Islam, then they have nothing to say. But unfortunately, I've completely run out of time on this debate. Thank you. Some of you will stay with us for the second debate, but right now we are taking a very quick break.
The News Hour Special Edition.